A lot of people don't know this about me, but back in middle school, I was constantly bullied. My middle school years were the worst years of my life. They were absolute hell. I've had people hit me over the head. People would, call me names. They would call me deaf guy. They'd say, "Oh, look, there's the deaf guy," because I couldn't hear. I was born with a hearing disability, and they made fun of me because of that. So that's where the bullying actually started. It started because they found out I had a hearing disability. So it got really bad. They would hit me over the head. People would hit me over the head. They would push me up against the wall. They would humiliate me. I've been humiliated many times in front of people. Um, I won't tell you how because it's terrible. Um, but they would snatch my food from me. They would steal my lunch money. Um, it was bad. It was really really bad. Until one morning, I I woke up one morning and I basically said to myself, you know what? This ends today. This stops right now. I don't know how I was going to make it stop, but this bullying is going to stop right now. Today. It's done. So, with that mindset, I took my playing cards with me. I took my playing cards to school, and there I was in the recess area, which is where everybody hung out during lunch. They would talk. They would just hang out. And there I was standing in a corner all by myself. I felt awkward like I normally did because I didn't have any friends. I didn't have anybody to talk to. Um, so I was just standing there in a corner all by myself with a deck of playing cards in my hand. And I remembered looking over to the side. I looked over to the side and I saw this really pretty girl. So sometimes that's all it takes. All it takes is that one pretty girl to just change your life or to give you confidence and make you take that step into the right direction. So I saw this really pretty girl and I thought to myself, man, if I could just go up to her and show her one card trick, just one card trick, that's all I needed to do. Then I've accomplished everything I've needed to accomplish for that day. So I made it a goal because you have to understand that back then, because I was constantly bullied, I did not have the confidence that I do now. I couldn't go up to a woman and say, "Hey, how you doing?" I couldn't do that. Um, so my magic was my in. My playing cards were that was my in. So I went up to the girl and I said to her, "Hey, I'm a magician. Do you like card tricks? Would you like to see a card trick?" And I don't even know where that came from because I can back then I couldn't talk to a girl like that. So the magic gave me the confidence. So the magic gave me the entrance. That was my open door. Um, so I went up to her and said, "Hey, do you want to see a card trick?" And she agreed. She said, "Yeah, yeah, sure, why not?" I did one card trick and she flipped out. She completely lost her mind. Um, and given her reaction, uh, her friends that were there, originally they weren't watching the card trick, but because they saw her reaction, they came up to me and they were like, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on?" And before I knew it, I was I was performing another card trick, not only for her, but for her group of friends as well. She had like three other friends, so there were four girls total. Um, and I was doing a card trick for her and her friends, and within about 2 or 3 minutes, the next thing I know, I'm performing an entire magic set with my playing cards, an entire magic show, uh, to about, I don't even know how many people were there, about, I would say 20, 25 people. Um, Everybody just kept showing up. Like it was like fishes just started showing up. It, I don't I don't know why I don't know why I called them fishes. I have no idea. Uh, but people just started showing up out of nowhere, and next thing I know, like I said, I'm doing card tricks to this person, that person, this person. Everybody's watching at the same time. It's unbelievable, and that is not even the kicker. The best part about this story is the fact that the following day, my bullies actually came to me and they actually apologized to me for their actions. That was insane. They came up to me, they basically came up to me and they say, "Hey, listen, man, I know, I know we've been treating you terribly. We realize that, and I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry for what I did. We're very sorry for what we did. Um, Keep doing what you're doing because you have an amazing talent, and uh, I think that's awesome what you do with card tricks. So just keep doing what you're doing, man. That stuff is awesome." And it took a moment. I started thinking about it. I'm like, okay, there obviously has to be a punchline to this joke, but I don't get it, right? So I basically, I said to them, I go, what's the joke? I don't understand what the joke is. What's the punchline to this joke? And that's when they said, no, 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 it's not, we're not joking. We're absolutely serious. And that was the moment that I realized one thing. Magic, I've said this before, magic is art. But more specifically, magic is an art that brings people together. And no matter how tough of an exterior you put out, there's always going to be that inner child inside of you. That inner child full of wonder, full of creativity, full of inspiration. And that's what I've taken out from this whole experience. So I am glad, I'm truly grateful that I was bullied my middle school years, because if it wouldn't have been for that bullying, who knows, I probably would have never taken my playing cards to school and started doing card tricks. And now I have a YouTube show. So, I mean, it's just unbelievable when you think back to the moment, and you think back to that time. A simple card trick. It all started with a girl, really, if you think about it. It all started with that pretty girl that I saw, because I'm like, man, if I could go up to her and show her a card trick. She was actually the first person that I ever showed my magic to. I mean, besides my mom, obviously. I'd drive her crazy. She'd be in the kitchen cooking, and I'd be like, "Mom, pick a card, pick a card." She'd be like, "Oh my God, for the love of God, not now. I'm cooking. Leave me alone." So, it's unbelievable how it came from that moment to now. So, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that behind the scenes story. There's a story, my bullying story, for you right there. And I thought I would share this story with you guys because I think the takeaway from this whole thing is that nothing is impossible. You can do anything you set your mind to. And the art of magic literally saved my life. It saved me from years of torment. Because when I went to high school, that was completely different. I was not bullied in high school at all. It was the complete opposite. So so there you go. That is my story. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for sticking with me for 10 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm looking at the clock right now. Thank you. I appreciate the fact that you are even on my YouTube channel, that you are even watching this video, because without fans like you, without you guys, I would not have a YouTube show. I would not have a YouTube channel. And I love making these videos. I'm tired as hell. I'm tired as hell right now, but I love making these videos for you guys. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you. And I will see you next time.